First stop on our little trip today, General Patton Museum at Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Oh yay, she has the camera out.
Ah, the muncher ain't here.
Hi world!
Hi Talon, if you're watching.
You can die now.
Hi Talon.
For your safety, keep off all guns and vehicles.
On the radio called Men from Maine, and it's Lauren and Wally in the morning. So they love doing these Men from Maine. So Clem goes in to see the doc. He's got a toothache and he wants it pulled. He said, "Doc, you got to take this tooth." He says, well, all right. So he grabs a needle, getting ready to give him some Novocaine. He goes, "Oh, Doc, no, I can't do needles. They freak me out." He says, "All right." So he grabs a gas mask, going to give him a little gas. He says, "No, Doc, can't do the gas. Makes me sick." He says, "All right, well, take this." He's got this pill. He says, "What's this, Doc? Some kind of miracle pill?" He goes, "No, it's Viagra." He goes, "Viagra? What's Viagra going to do for me?" He goes, "We'll give you something to hang on to."
$1.53.
They're like guys that like me. All these guys that like pull the holes in and stuff. There's one guy next to me. I'll find something.
On a daily basis, other soldiers
He smacks him in the face, just drags him out.
Are you tired? Andrew, are you napping in the middle of the museum? What are those?
Training. The wood toy solar is for training. Oh, this is called Patton. Look how they have the saddle, so the horse can still breathe.
Check out that saddle.
You know, and then you put your leather canvas over that. I watched them do this once. It's amazing.
And that says no. Get it? Okay, we're now here at the Jim Beam Distillery. Gonna take a tour, see how the whiskey's made here in Kentucky. Isn't this lovely? This is just lovely. Lovely.
This is your lifelong dream, isn't it?
Lovely. That's lovely. That's lovely. Even the glasses are lovely. What?
Who had one of these? Come on.
See, we have some miners with us, and all they got was the little happy face sticker. While the adults, that's the ones 21 and older, get the little "I visited Jim Beam."
What I get? I get a smiley face, so I'm better. I'm better. I get a smiley face.
Because you're under 21.
I'm better than you.
We're going to do the tour now.
85% of it is outside walking. We are outside walking. The tour is up here at Jim Beam. We don't go through the distillery till next year. We are going to start at the Master Distiller's home. I'll stop out in front of the house so I can tell you about the different actual plants we have here in the state of Kentucky for Jim Beam, and I'll tell you a little bit of information about the house before. Now, Booker was the grandson of Jim Beam, and Fred is the great-grandson of Jim Beam. Now, the house we're going to go enter into right now is called the Master Distiller's home, built in 1911.
They say the hills can talk here, and the rivers flow with history. The land is a patchwork of faded color and soft, changing light. From the mountains in the east to the rolling hills of the west, the beauty of Kentucky unfolds slowly, simply, and magically. For more than 200 years, Kentucky has been the home of the Jim Beam family. This family has overseen the making of the world's best-selling bourbon, Jim Beam. While the Jim Beam mash bill is a tightly kept secret, all of Jim Beam's bourbons are a combination of select corn, barley, and rye. The grains are milled into a fine meal, mixed with spring water and heated in large mash tubs or cookers. During the mashing, the starches and the grains are broken down into sugar, and the portion of setback is added. This is called the sour mash process. Yeast, made by the time-honored beam formula and traditional methods passed down through generations of beams, is added to the cooked mash and the fermentation begins. The yeast seethes and bubbles, converting the sugars of the mash into alcohol and turning the mixture into what's known as distiller's beer. The beer is distilled twice to separate the spirits from the unwanted flavors and fermented mash. The first distillation, called low wine, liberates the alcohol from most of the impurities. The second distillation collects the clean, colorless bourbon whiskey, called high wine or white dog, ready for aging. While many things fashion Jim Beam's bourbon's character, perhaps nothing is more important than the age-old techniques of barreling and aging.
So yay for us, deciding to do a walking tour in the heat decks is 111. It is hot.
Why they give such a victory for a smiley face sticker.
Wow.
Because the people that's wearing it don't want to smile because they don't get no money. So this is your smile.
Now this right here is actually a replica of Jacob Beam's old copper still. You'll notice the small doubler on top. All of his distillers had always the double distillation done. He always liked the taste and proofage as it came off the double distillation. Now this still itself in the 1700s used to make around 20. It's like that, just about a half a mile to a mile up into the woods there, those blackness of those trees. Now that's how they say the old moonshiners got caught, because when the revenuers come in to find the stills itself, then they actually saw that fungus or that mold actually growing on those trees around those stills, so they knew a still was near.
Oh, breathe. Heck yeah.
Now this right
No
here
more
is the warehouse
walking
food.
tours.
That's just telling you by 1939 we have 5 different warehouses being built, 80,000 barrels already in storage. This right here is Jim Beam cutting the cake. He was 70 when he opened up this distillery, so all of his friends and family came together so he can get his namesake back in after Prohibition.
Oh man. Oh, this smells so good. Look at that. Oh, it smells lovely.
Take me now.
Oh, I bet that have it smells good.
Oh, that is awesome.
Shoot.
This is awesome.
Mom's got a camera.
Because it just didn't have the recipe. Because it didn't like
This plant alone, 15 million cases of bourbon go out here a year. That's 6 bottles, 12 bottles, 24 bottle cases.
Where is it?
This is a baby warehouse. This is only 20,000.
Just move back more.
No, we can't keep the cup. There's vanilla.
I'm back. I love Mount Creek. Just look at that. I got the shiver.
Oh yeah, you can smell that if you do just like
so
she
much
said.
Right, this is my.
You smell it? It's like
This is my drink before I go to bed.
my cap.
9 years old.
Knob Creek.
This has a lot of great wood tone flavors. It has a lot of strength to it. It is only 86 proof though, so it doesn't have that harsh, long, warm feeling as it goes down. This one is the same recipe as our 4-year white label. It is just actually in the barrel for 4 more years, so we call it our double aged. So let me go ahead and pass out this Jim Beam Black here. We I have 5-second roll here. There we go. There we go.
Double
Just make
aged.
sure they have a white sticker on. That's all I ask. Has to be 21 or over.
Go.
Thank you.
There you go.
I know, it's crazy
Are these keepers on?
Alright, now I'm going to be passing out concrete.
Are you trying to get intoxicated off of the smell?